When I first saw you, time slowed, no time paused. As if the universe wanted to take one long, quiet breath and let the moment stretch into forever. You didn't just enter the room. You changed its temperature. The air grew warmer, the noise grew quieter. And my world, that once moved in routine and repetition, suddenly shifted into something new. I'd lived days and nights before you, but none of them ever looked like that one. That moment you appeared, I didn't know what to think, but I felt something I couldn't unfeel. You walked past 100 people, and I only saw you. You didn't try to stand out, but everything about you whispered, I am meant to be noticed. And my heart listened. I watched the way your lips curled when you were deep in thought, the way your shoulders carried peace, and I wondered, had I always been searching for this exact presence, without knowing it? When you turned, and our eyes met, I felt a silence fall inside me. Not emptiness, but peace, like I had arrived somewhere, or someone. A message that said, you've made it. You're home. Days passed, and still, your image followed me, in the spaces between words, in the hush before I fall asleep, in the warmth of sunlight, through a window I once ignored. You became a part of my thinking, not by force, but by grace. Soft, quiet, steady, like water carving a canyon, just by being itself. When I finally heard your voice, it didn't surprise me. It felt familiar, as though I had dreamt it once, in a world I forgot. You laughed, and something in me healed. Not because I was broken, but because you touched parts of me I never knew needed touching. You asked how I was, and I answered with my soul. You didn't fix me, you didn't save me, but you reminded me that love doesn't always come crashing in like thunder. Sometimes, it arrives gently, like morning light across your pillow. And now, even after the seasons have changed, even after the days have folded into each other, I still remember that moment, that first glance, that first spark, that first feeling that said, this is not just attraction, it's destiny knocking. If love were a story, you were the opening sentence. That made me want to keep reading. You were the line that changed my chapter. You were the title I never knew my soul had written. So if you ask me, when did you begin to love me? I won't point to the moment we kissed, or the first, I love you, or even the first time you held my hand. I'll say, when I first saw you, when the world stood still, when something eternal whispered inside me, that one, yes, that one. And if you ask, when will this end? I'll smile. Because something this real doesn't have an ending, it only has forever.